When the amendment was passed, it didn't say anybody can own a gun and any kind of gun and any kind of weapon. You couldn't buy a cannon, and when this amendment was passed.
Mr. President, I don't think anybody's out there trying to buy a cannon. I think they're getting guns and doing so, for the most part, illegally. Let's go to New York now, where a day after the president's big visit to the city with the city's new mayor, Eric Adams, has left a lot of people with more questions than actual answers on how the administration plans to solve the nationwide crime crisis. Joining us now for more is New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney and the former Lieutenant Governor of New York and a Newsmax contributor, Betsy McCoy. Before we begin, I just want to say, Congresswoman, happy birthday to you.
Oh, wonderful.
Happy birthday, yes. Joining us on your big day and a Friday. That's a great day to have a birthday.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm going to be at work here in D.C. I'd love to be home.
Yeah, I bet.
Thank you so much. There's a lot of other birthdays out there today. You know, when we always collect who's on our birthday, but I want to say happy birthday to Dan Quayle, our former vice president, since you have the lieutenant governor from New York there.
Yes, I didn't realize that today.
He's always been one of those people that's on the list. Who else was born on February 4th? There's some other characters, too, but I won't mention them.
It's Rosa Parks' birthday today, but but
a good one.
The great Hunter Biden, 52 years old today, the most troubled first child in presidential history, by the way.
But most covered up, most protected.
Yes, the most covered.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nicole Wallace.
It is Nicole
Alice
Wallace.
Cooper.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so you know all the people on your birthday. I don't know anybody that's on my birthday.
My neighbor, Dr. Silverman, my dear friend and neighbor, Dr. Silverman.
Dr. Silverman, happy birthday to you, sir. I'm glad to hear it. Well, happy birthday, Congresswoman. So glad you were able to join us this morning. President Biden announcing his plan to combat violent crime yesterday by refunding police departments by $300 million. No mention of gangs, no mention of drugs, no mention of a culture of crime, no mention of no cash bail. Your reaction yesterday to the president visiting your home state?
You know, it's just unfortunate these false gun arguments roll out every time. Look, it's not the gun, it's the person behind the gun. And if the person is intending to commit violence, they're going to do it. Many famous cases. We had 3,000 people killed in 9/11 and there weren't any gunshot. They used box cutters. We've had bombings. We've had all kinds of ways that people will commit violence to harm each other. Domestic violence cases often don't have guns. It's about making sure that we give the police the tools they need to find crime. Cashless bail doesn't work. Letting people that are a danger to themselves and others out on the street because of the changes in our mental health law. Raising the age to prosecute juvenile victims and not have a place for police to put them. They can't even detain juvenile victims who often go back and are harmful to family members.
Right.
You know, this is happening across the state, not just in New York City. And I live upstate, and the lieutenant governor knows well, the Democrats always try to blame the gun instead of trying to blame what's really going on and why people are committing these violent crimes and why we're handcuffing our police by defunding them, demoralizing, and dehumanizing our police force.
Glad to have you here, dear friend. The fact is that when Biden came to New York, he didn't bring any solutions.
Right.
At one point, Eric Adams called himself the Biden of Brooklyn, and I thought, oh no, we've got no bail Biden.
He doubled down. He said it again.
Right, no bail Biden, and now we've got the Biden of Brooklyn, and we're cooked. We need a mayor who is not like no bail Biden.
Yeah, he's got a 33% approval rating, Joe Biden, if you go by that Quinnipiac poll. I don't know if I'd want to be the Biden of Biden, let alone the Biden of Brooklyn. Yesterday, he keeps talking about guns like they are these inanimate objects that are somehow able to miraculously fire themselves. We know, based on, if you do follow the science with how a gun actually operates, that's not the case. It takes somebody to pick that weapon up and actually fire it. Why is he not calling out these criminals? And why not come to New York and mention Alvin Bragg?
Absolutely.
You know, talk about this corrupt George Soros DA. Again, Congresswoman, no mention.
Yeah, two things. Number one, under Governor Cuomo, we passed the so-called SAFE Act. It is the most restrictive gun law, at least it was at the time. And look what we have, more violence. It did nothing to curb illegal gun violence and violence. What it did is target lawful gun owners who are among our safest gun owners. I mean, these are people who go through an extensive permitting process. And then I called for Governor Kathy Hochul to remove Alvin Bragg for failing to uphold our Constitution. He's a constitutional officer as a district attorney who laid out a memo saying, I'm not going to uphold the Constitution. I'm not going to prosecute these crimes that were passed by the legislature and signed into law by governors in the past.
Right.
That, to me, is a removable offense. And Kathy Hochul has that leverage to remove a district attorney who's only going to create more problems, more crime by perpetuating this lawlessness that we're seeing all over New York State. Remember, these statewide implications of the law, the criminal justice, so-called criminal justice laws, have created violence and crime in upstate New York, in rural and suburban areas as well.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with this. It's not just, I think if you're watching right now, this is not New York centric. This is in small towns. My parents live in a town in Massachusetts with 15,000 people, and they had their first homicide there in like 32 years, just a couple weeks ago. It's happening everywhere, and that's why it needs to be addressed, and it's got to be addressed from the top, and that's just not happening. Congresswoman, happy birthday. So great having you on.
Thank you.
I remember my 35th. That was boy, that was a fun one. I was on a Friday,
Oh,
too.
That was just 4 years ago. I'm 39.
30, exactly.
I don't like all this bragging.
No, exactly. Congresswoman, great seeing you. Come back and see us again. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks so much. Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.